What if everything you thought you knew about the ancient world was wrong? Imagine a time, thousands of years ago, when civilizations we consider primitive were creating mechanical computers to map the heavens. Picture immense structures, built with a mathematical precision our own modern tools would struggle to match. Envision materials engineered, not just to survive the ages, but to actually grow stronger as centuries passed. This isn't the plot of a sci-fi movie. These are real, tangible discoveries that have been unearthed from the dust of history, leaving scientists, engineers, and historians with some profound questions. These artifacts force us to wonder, is our understanding of history missing a few chapters? Are there technological achievements that have been lost, forgotten, or maybe even hidden? Today, we're journeying back to explore ancient technologies so advanced, they challenge what we thought was possible. Prepare to have your perception of the past turned completely upside down. The cosmic clockwork of ancient Greece. In the year 1900, a crew of Greek sponge divers found shelter from a storm near the remote island of Antikythera. While waiting for the sea to calm, they explored the depths and stumbled upon the wreck of a Roman-era cargo ship. A year later, a corroded, unassuming lump of bronze was brought to the surface. It was about the size of a shoebox and was mostly ignored for decades, dismissed as just another piece of fused metal from the seafloor. No one could have possibly imagined the secrets it held. It wasn't until scientists used advanced X-ray and CT scanning that we finally peered inside. What they found was, for a long time, considered almost impossible. Inside was a labyrinth of at least 30 masterfully crafted bronze gears. This was the Antikythera mechanism, and it's often called the world's first analog computer. This wasn't a simple clock. The mechanism was a hand-powered model of the solar system. By turning a single handle, a user could track the paths of the sun, the moon, and the 5 planets visible to the naked eye. A small, rotating sphere showed the phases of the moon. It could predict eclipses, and even had a dial that tracked the 4-year cycle of the Pan-Hellenic Games, so you'd always know when the next Olympics were scheduled. For years, it was believed this device was a perfectly functioning, highly precise calculator. However, the story has gotten more complex. Recent simulations in 2025 have sparked a fascinating debate. Some research suggests that due to its design, specifically its triangular gear teeth, the mechanism may have been prone to frequent jamming. One study estimated it could only be cranked forward about 4 months before the gears might slip and need a reset. This has led to a major question. Was it a flawless scientific instrument or something else? Perhaps it was more of an educational tool or a stunning demonstration piece, a proof of concept, showcasing the genius of its creators, even if it wasn't perfectly reliable for long-term use. The truth is, 2,000 years of corrosion may have distorted the parts, making it hard to know for sure how well it worked. Regardless of its exact function, the level of astronomical and mathematical knowledge required to even design it is staggering. It showcases an incredible leap in mechanical engineering. While it doesn't totally shatter our timeline of technology, it is a brilliant and mysterious outlier. It's a creation of genius that humbles us, because it reveals how much knowledge can be lost and makes you wonder what other technological marvels have vanished without a trace. The immortal concrete of Rome. Now let's travel from the Aegean Sea to the heart of the Roman Empire, a civilization famous for its incredible engineering. We still see their legacy in aqueducts and ancient roads. But maybe their most mysterious achievement is the material they used to build their most iconic structures, Roman concrete. Just look at the Pantheon in Rome. Its massive dome, completed around 128 AD, is still the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world. It has survived earthquakes and the passage of nearly 2,000 years. Modern concrete structures often begin to crumble within decades, especially in harsh environments like seawater. Yet Roman harbors and seawalls, pounded by waves for 2,000 years, are in some cases even stronger today than when they were first built. How is that possible? For decades, scientists credited a special volcanic ash called pozzolana. But that was only part of the story. The real secret, recently uncovered by researchers at MIT and Harvard, is even more ingenious. The key is found in tiny, white, millimeter-sized chunks scattered throughout Roman concrete, called limeclasts. For years, these were dismissed as a sign of sloppy mixing. But MIT professor Admir Mezic found that hard to believe, asking, if the Romans put so much effort into making an outstanding construction, why would they put so little effort into ensuring the production of a well-mixed final product? It turns out, these limeclasts weren't a mistake. They were the secret ingredient. Researchers discovered the Romans likely used hot mixing. Instead of just mixing lime with water, they used quicklime, a more reactive, unslaked form. When mixed with the volcanic ash and water, it created an intense chemical reaction, heating the entire mixture. This not only made construction faster, but also intentionally created these reactive limeclasts. And here's where the magic happens. When a tiny crack forms in the concrete, water seeps in and reacts with a limeclast. This creates a calcium-rich solution that flows into the crack, where it recrystallizes as calcium carbonate. It literally heals itself. The very thing that usually destroys concrete water becomes the trigger for its repair. To test this, researchers made their own hot mixed concrete, cracked it, and ran water through it. Within 2 weeks, the cracks had healed completely. This is what fascinates modern engineers. We are just now understanding a technology that was perfected 2 millennia ago and then lost. The ability to create self-healing buildings and bridges could revolutionize construction, making our infrastructure last for centuries and drastically reducing the carbon footprint of the cement industry. The Romans didn't just build for their time. They built for all time. Before we get to our final and perhaps most monumental mystery, if you're finding this journey into our forgotten past as fascinating as we are, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. You won't want to miss what we uncover next. Now, let's turn our attention to an ancient mystery of impossible scale, the impossible engineering of the Great Pyramid. There is no structure on Earth more iconic than the Great Pyramid of Giza. Built over 4,500 years ago for the pharaoh Khufu, its scale is mind-boggling. It's made of an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks, most weighing between 2.5 and 15 tons each. Some massive granite beams inside weigh up to 80 tons. The classic image is of tens of thousands of laborers dragging these stones up massive ramps. But the deeper you look, the more impressive the feat becomes. The challenge isn't just lifting the stones. It's the incredible precision with which they were placed. The Great Pyramid is a masterpiece of geometric alignment. Its base is a near-perfect square, with sides over 750 feet long that differ by less than 6 centimeters. The entire structure is aligned to true north with an accuracy of within 3/60ths of a degree. Achieving this precision on such a massive scale would be a major challenge, even with today's GPS and laser technology. The stonework itself is just as amazing. The blocks are fitted together so perfectly you often can't fit a razor blade between them. How did they do it? The mainstream scientific view is that the Egyptians used known techniques with incredible skill and organization. This involved carving stones with copper chisels, using sand as an abrasive, and moving the blocks into position. While slow, experiments have shown this is a plausible method. The biggest debates surround how the blocks were lifted. Most Egyptologists agree that ramps were the primary method, though they acknowledge this must have been supplemented by other devices, like levers. A single straight ramp would have been enormous, and a spiral ramp would have made it hard to maintain the pyramid's precise shape. This has led to other ideas, like internal ramps, but the evidence is still being debated. Some more fringe theories have been proposed, such as the use of hydraulic lifts, or the idea that the blocks were cast in place using an ancient form of geopolymer concrete. However, these ideas are not supported by most archaeologists and historians, who point out that the pyramid stones are chemically and geologically consistent with natural quarries. What truly fascinates modern experts is the sheer mastery of project management and engineering on display. We're forced to confront two possibilities. The first is that ancient people, using what we consider basic tools, achieved a level of ingenuity and patience that is almost beyond our comprehension. The other is that they had techniques or knowledge that we have yet to fully rediscover. The Great Pyramid doesn't just stand as a tomb. It stands as a colossal monument to human achievement that we are still working to completely understand. We've journeyed from the intricate gears of a Greek cosmic calculator to the self-healing concrete of Rome, and finally, to the mind-bending scale of the Egyptian pyramids. Each of these discoveries complicates our simple, linear timeline of human progress. They are reminders that our ancestors were far more sophisticated than we often believe. The Antikythera mechanism shows a level of mechanical design that wouldn't be seen again for over 1,000 years. Roman concrete displays a mastery of chemistry that we are only now reverse engineering. The Great Pyramid stands as a testament to an engineering prowess that still commands our awe. These technologies are humbling because they expose how fragile knowledge can be. They prove that entire fields of genius can flourish and then vanish, leaving only enigmatic artifacts behind. It forces us to wonder, what else have we forgotten? What other marvels of the ancient world are still out there, waiting to be rediscovered? Perhaps the story of human history isn't finished. Perhaps we're a species with a bit of amnesia, slowly uncovering the brilliant, forgotten relics of our own past. What do you think? Which of these ancient technologies do you find most mind-boggling? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.